Hey guys, so today I'm here and I'm going to be trying out the new Milani Bold Obsessions palette. Super excited. Oh, look at it. It's so gorgeous. There's another one too where it's all matte, but this is the one where it's got some jewel tones, some shimmers and mattes. It's so pretty, and you got a huge mirror. This kind of palette layout really reminds me of a Stila palette. It looks gorgeous. Today's going to be a first impression. We're just going to have a little fun. Also, don't mind ahead of time if my face might look a little bit off, but I'm trying out a bunch of new products and pretty much testing out a bunch. Right now I'm also in the middle of doing a foundation tryout, so hopefully it looks okay, but without further ado, let's try this bad boy out. Hey, super excited too. They also got all the shades as well in the back, so that's really awesome. So I love seeing that. I love that it has this beautiful huge mirror. It's just absolutely stunning. First things first, we're actually going to pick up and I'm just going to use a big old brush here, and I'm going to use this pink shade, and it's called Camp Pink Straight. And I'm going to use this to set all of my lid. I love it when a palette gives you shades like that. Wow, look how much that brightened it up, so that's really, I like that. And by the way, I just have concealer on. For the most part, I don't really use eyeshadow primers. If I ever do, I will let you know in the video. But today's just some concealer, and this is just going to set it. I'm also bringing it in here in the inner corners because this is like a really nice brightening shade. So I'm just using that to kind of brighten it up in here. Especially because I do wear glasses. I like to always make sure my inner corners are nice and brightened. Next, I'm just going to use a big old Morphe brush here. And which shade do I want to go into? I think I'm going to go into the shade called Sweet as Honey, which is just the shade here. There was kind of a decent amount of fallout there, but not too bad. But I'm going to grab that shade, I think. Yeah, I think that's pretty. And I'm not sure how much to grab. I'll tap off a little excess. And I'm going to put this in the crease. So it's kind of like my transition color. Like honestly, if you just even wanted to do a really like natural, really pretty everyday look, you could literally just go use that whole shade and throw that into like the crease there. Throw on some mascara, maybe some eyeliner, and that would look really pretty. Alright, now that that's all done, I'm just going to grab this Real Techniques, it's a domed shadow brush, and I'm going to go into the slightly darker chocolate brown shade called Brunettes Have Fun. And I'm just going to gently dip into this because I'm not sure how pigmented this is. Tapping off a little extra. And I'm just going to put this in my outer V. Slightly bringing it up into the crease. Without adding anything onto my Morphe brush here, I'm just going to take and use this just to blend those two shades together. These are very nice and blendable. I actually really love the formula in this. Like just gently picked up some of that Sweet as Honey shade, just to kind of use to help buff out any harsh lines. Alright, now that that's done, I'm just going to go into this shade called Bear in Mind, and I'm just going to pop this underneath my brow bone. Grabbing some more of that Camp Pink Straight shade, just popping a little bit here in my inner corner. Now when that's all done, I really am attracted to this shade here called, what's that, Gold Getter. I'm going to grab this with a nice flat shader brush. Ooh, oh, this looks promising. And I'm going to put that only where I put that light shade. Maybe not as promising. Hold on, let me grab a bit more. Oh, okay, this one's definitely extremely soft, so be careful on that. You can see that there. Just tap off some of that here. Alright, so I definitely got a lot of fallout. So I'm just going to brush that away. And I'm going to suggest using that shade Wet, because it's kind of coming out kind of patchy, and it's flaking off and doesn't really want to stick. So let's get a little bit of some Fix Plus, and hopefully this will work a little bit better. Nice and saturated now. Oh yeah, there we go. Now it looks really, really foiled. Can you guys see what I mean by that? Let's do it to the other side as well, now that we know Fix Plus is definitely the way to go with this shade, because it's still very flaky. So, alright, now that that's done, I'm just going to wipe away any fallout, anything like that. And just because that looks so intense now, I'm just going to go back in, grab a little bit of that chocolate brown shade, and then just kind of deepen that color up a bit. on the outer V. Alright, that came out pretty good. I would just recommend, just for these foiled shades, going in with the wet brush, little Fix Plus, just to kind of help them out a little bit. Now I'm just going to smudge the lower lash line. I'm just going to go in with that chocolate shade again called Brunettes Have Fun. Then I'm going to throw on some mascara, and then we're going to get into some final thoughts. Now that that's all done, I have some final thoughts here. This is the palette again, and I will say of the shades I used, I actually find this to be it's really beautiful. The only one that needed help was this foiled shade, but these mattes are really something. I really loved these matte shades. I found them to be really stunning and gorgeous. Just needed a little help with this one. Just gets a little bit kind of flaky because like the chunky glitters in it, even if you wet it, so just mindful of that one. The other ones don't seem like they would be as bad. Like, oh, look at that shimmer there. Definitely have some really pretty tones in here, so maybe it was just the one that I picked, that extremely foiled shade. It's just, these look gorgeous. So the mattes on here though are stunning, and this is a beautiful palette. I do feel like I got a really pretty look. Maybe I would just recommend probably just maybe doing your face makeup after you do your eyeshadow. I mean, some of these look really pretty. The mattes are wonderful. Just maybe watch it on the shimmers with the glitter kind of falling down, because I can't get every single glitter off of my foundation because obviously it's glitter. It kind of gets a little stuck. But overall, this looks really nice. This is a really pretty palette. Performed really well. I love seeing all the drugstore like palettes now. They're having mirrors. I mean, they're really stepping up their game here. So, you know, I want to see more people talk about Milani. I feel like they started to become really popular, and then all of a sudden nobody's talking about it anymore. I personally really love Milani. I think they come up with amazing products. And so far, I'm really loving this. I'm going to use this again. I'm going to do another look. Let me know down below if you guys would like to see that. I think for the next time, I might go for more of these cool tones here. Maybe go for like a gray, blue, black, something like that look. Let me know if you guys would want to see that. But yeah, thank you guys so much. So far, I actually think this is really nice. They perform really good, like high-end shadows. So this is definitely something to look into. Alright, well, thank you guys so much. And please don't forget to subscribe. Alright, thanks guys. Bye.